Bugger me. Well, as you can tell, the 4 seasons of Morecambe, as I used to say at the beginning of it all. Yeah. So today I've obviously put my mic on. I'm hoping you can hear me. It is really windy. So welcome to Andy's BCA. So what's been happening? So as you know, well aware, it's that time of year. Put your phone down. Get off social media, get off internet. Get down that allotment, yeah, and get it cleaned. There's loads of stuff to do down at your allotment, yeah. We're going to have a walk round in a minute. I'm going to explain things that I've been doing, yeah. So then, let's have a look. Can you hear the birds? It's lovely actually. So just before we get started, I mean, I know it's windy and I know the golden rule is don't waste your bird food, but I suppose that's it's either the Christian in me or I feel sorry for them. So it's been more like the Christian in me to do the right thing for the birdies. Now, this was full yesterday. I'll fill it up again for them. Problem is when it's windy like this, it kind of like rocks it while it's in the thing, in the tree there. So we're going to find a home for it, but like a bit of a sheltered home, so it's not openly in the wind. So I was thinking I'll stick it, yeah, if I rest it against this pole here, if I rest it against that, it's not going to shake about a lot, is it? So that's good. So that's brilliant. It's quite therapeutic, as they say. Yes, doing the right thing, your inner self well-being. I love feeding the birds. They're all right, aren't they? You know. Feed the birdies. Yeah, so. Oh no. We'll hang that one there. Yeah. That seems like it won't do a lot of swinging about. Yeah. Actually, anybody else with the right mind would have stayed indoors today. No, but not me. So yesterday was a terrible day with weather. And surprisingly, it rained all day. And every job that I wanted to do out there, I couldn't do. So that put me in a foul mood, as usual. Like, you can only do so many jobs, can't you? So, yeah, yesterday, raining, rain, more rain. And here you go. If you want a little bit more, you can have some more rain if you want. Yeah. So yeah, I was sulking like a trooper yesterday. Even when Claudia come home, I was probably miserable. No change there then, Andy. So. Ow. So there's one up here. I don't normally bunch them all up together, to be honest. I don't normally bunch them up together because if you actually look, birds don't like getting too close when they're feeding. That's what I saw anyway. I've got $2.99 these from B&M or the Range or whatever you call it. These suet bowls, whatever they're called. Peckish. 12 energy balls. 12 energy balls. I might eat one myself. Put some spark back in the fire. Yeah. He says. And it's starting to rain a little bit now. So let's get these in. Come on, Jess Tiggy, come on, get in the shed. Come on. Get in here. You just get out the rain a minute. Hey! So then, let's get it back on the old fizzog. Yeah, so we'll have a quick look round. So when you look at the plot in a minute, it looks a bit different because I've been basically this time of year, so I've been digging over slightly the compost heap, rejuvenating the soil. The stuff that I've been breaking down, I've been putting in the compost heap, and that could be leaves, that could be plants, tomato plant stems, leaves, dahlia stems and leaves and everything, just mixing it in. Takes 2 years to go through, so, you know, and I've been adding a bit of wood chipping as well. I'm not sure if that was a good idea or not, to be honest, but yeah. So I'm just looking at the clouds and everything. I don't think it's going to get much better, to be honest. So yeah, so with the dahlias, look at the birds behind me. I'll just stand here and talk to you. I don't know if you'll be able to see them or not. Yeah, so basically with the dahlias and that, a lot of them, if you remember, were in the buckets. So, and then a lot of the dahlias that I thought that were going to be dinner plate size, when I ordered them from Farmer Gracie and UK Dahlias, some of them weren't what they said they were going to be, which I find that very frustrating. Okay, you could turn around and say to me, look Andy, they're only £3.50 a plant, or whatever they were. But it is frustrating because when you like flowers like me, I like the big ones, you know, the dinner plate size, you know, which is why they call them dinner plate. I'm no fantastic grower. I'm no competition grower either. It's just something I like doing. But when you buy these dahlias and you put so much time and effort into them, getting them ready, putting extra feeds and supplements in with them to grow in the buckets and try and get the best out of them what you can, you just turn around, it's just a bit disheartening, to be honest. So what I've done is, I've probably had about 35 buckets, 40 buckets, something like that. So what I've decided to do was, I'm probably being miserable here, so just bear with me. So I like the largest size. As you can already establish, but the small tiny flowers where there's hundreds of them, not really interested in them. They look pretty, yeah they do, they look pretty and that's great, but it's just not my cup of tea. I just like something big and bold that stands there and goes, look at me. So anyway, talking about that situation of standing there looking big and bold, look at me, yeah, I know I'm daft, Anna, right. So I've decided, because I got peed off a bit with the peas, if you remember the peas on my previous video, yeah, they got wind burnt. Peas don't like wind, so that was a bit silly trying to make that effort again, weren't it Andy? Yeah, so peas don't like that. So and I didn't do too well on the cobra beans either. Yes, I do fail, we all fail. So I failed on about 3 or 4 things, don't forget. Cobra beans, they failed, didn't do too well. My normal peas, purple podded peas, average, yeah. Thought I was doing also good on the sweet corn. Oh, look at me, I got all this sweet corn all up and ready early in the season, and it's going to burst out. And we're going to have sweet corn here, sweet corn there, and sweet corn everywhere. So no, failed on the sweet corn. Came back from my lovely trip in Europe, came back, running to the sweet corn. Oh, hello, sweet corn, we are back together again. And it was dead. It was full of water and all that lot. So yeah, so that done me head in a bit, to be honest. So I think yeah, so I just walked down there. Oh, she's down there. I'm just checking on Jess. Yeah, just making sure I've still got my doggies. They're still here. They're all right. They've been for a walk this morning, done salt air, went on the football fields and that, walked them round there. But Tiggy's put me in a bad mood because she's just like, I don't know why. There's no reason for her to be like timid like she is. I think she's just like the tiny Chihuahua. She's a crossbreed anyway. She's a miniature Jack Russell with Chihuahua. And she decided to like have a freak out and go, "Ugh." And it weren't even raining, it weren't even windy at salt air or anything like that. So she's done me head in today. But, you know, I love my girls. I love my dogs anyway. So that's just a different subject. Let's get back onto the allotment, Andy. That's what's more interesting. Content, not dogs, content. Anyway, right, yeah. So tidying up the allotment this time of year. Right, let's have a swoop round. Right then, so this is where we're going. Hello, Tiggy. Sorry about the weather. Hello. Yeah, so you can see the birds flying past there now. I've got a bit of a bullying Jess because Jess yesterday, I came here yesterday and here they come. And Jess has noticed that I've put a lot of bird feeders out, and what Jess tends to do is wait till they all get there and then jumps around the corner and starts barking at them all, scaring them. Bit of a stand here quietly. Yeah, it's lovely and peaceful. So what have I been doing? That's what you really want to know. Right, so there we are. I can only do like 2 buckets a day, 3 buckets tops. Hey Jess. So that's where all the dahlias were, innit Jess? Jessie. Yeah, so that's where all the dahlias were. So I've been doing like 2 or 3 buckets a day. Obviously you already know I've got bad back and all that lot. I can't do too much, but most of them were easy to get out. So I have been down here quite a lot, and as you can see, we've had loads of rain down here. Look at the state of the water down here. I'll just give you a walk round in a minute. Hold on. We'll just walk round. You having a swim, Jess? Breaststroke, backstroke, butterfly and crawl. Jessie the little doggy can do them all. Learn to swim. Shut up, Dad. Right, anyway. Right, yeah, so we're full of water, as you can see. I was showing my age there on that advert, weren't I? Terrible. Yeah, so we are full of water, and I'm not bothered because I've got these. I've got my wellies on. So I'm like a pig in poo today, to be honest. So I'm not right arsed. So yeah, as you can see down here. There you go. It's full of water. So we'll just have a quick walk round. So as you can see, that's where all the buckets were. So slowly but surely I've been emptying the dahlias out, and then emptying the dahlias out the buckets and that's a big job in itself, because they've got to be clean, free from soil, which I've still yet got to do. Loads of them plastic tubs and that down there, somebody decided to throw them on the skip, and there's nothing wrong with them at all. So I'm somehow or some way I'm going to use them next year. So then, oh yeah, so looking up, the weather is pretty pants. Pretty pants around here, guys, today actually, so we're not going to stay too long. So let's have a look. Yeah, so we're water bound at the moment. Got a bit of water in, but it always clears after about a week, 2 weeks. As you can tell by the plastic there, that's where all the buckets were. and I've been tidying a lot of it up. So these are some dahlias here that I'm going to give away to the allotment. Or if any of my viewers that do live locally in Morecambe, just get in touch with me, because these are the ones, these dahlias here are the ones that are small tiny flowers, but in like bunches of hundreds, you know, big bunches of them, you know, there's nothing wrong with them. So I've cleaned most of them off. If you look down here, so that's what you've got to do with dahlias. You've got to get all the soil off them. It's been a big old job, to be honest. It's but these are ready to go. They can be replanted, or as you've seen on some of the videos already on YouTube, you cut the stems, you clean all the mud off. Some people use power washes, some people just use spray hoses. Get all the mud off them, dry them out, and then you could, you know, they use wood, lay them down in wood shavings, perlite, vermiculite, and I'll just snip them off about where my thumb is, and then put them in tubs, I reckon. So let's just have a look at that. Yeah. So there we go. So even the plastic has fallen down. I might as well just, no, I better pick it up actually. Because if I leave it there, it'll kill all the grass off. Let's lay it flat in there. There we go. I'll just lay that there. Grass is a bit ruined anyway at the moment because of the weather. So that's a fire of some old stuff in there that I've got at the moment. When it decides to stop being windy and everything, I'll get that sparked up. So yeah, it is looking a bit bare at the moment, but there's a lot of cleaning up and a lot of organising to do. You know, I'm collecting seeds as well. So if you've seen on my TikTok and my Instagram, you'll see like the odd pictures of me sat there at the kitchen table like a good little boy, taking all the seeds out of the Kimberley tomatoes, all my chilli plants and pepper plants and stuff like that. So, and that's where, if you remember, that's where the sweet corn was. So they've all been taken out, cleaned up, put in the compost bin as well for recycling. These 2 or 3 dahlias here in the big blue tubs, I didn't really want to disturb them, and I'm going to take a gamble for next year. I'm going to take a gamble because some people do leave the dahlias in. So you've got a 50-50 mix there. You've got a 50-50 mix of, oh, look at you lot taking all your dahlias out and cleaning them off. You're so arty-farty. Yeah, but it's just self-satisfaction, really. And you get more chance of splitting your dahlias and getting more out of them, so you can separate them, which, you know, is a good idea, and it saves you money in the pocket as well. And it you know, you're in the self-well-being and that, and being able to reproduce your plants and get more out of your allotment and that, and you've done it yourself. Isn't that right, Tiggers? Yes, that's right. Yeah. Isn't that right, Tiggy? Isn't that right? Yeah. So they're having a sniff about at the moment, which I'm quite happy about. It's only had a couple of spells where it's been spitting the rain, so it's not that bad. Yeah, so these ones here, right, so that one there on the right, nothing came out of that, and I just put a few Rosso red lettuces in there, Italian lettuces, so we had them, Jess, and we had them, and they were alright. So I know now that there's nothing in that bucket, so I'll have to put a dahlia in there. But this one here to the left, Anything you see in blue buckets was what was left of my dad's, what my dad gave me. He gave me 2 or 3 dahlias, so I just left them in the big blue bucket. So I'm hoping, for the sake of my dad and respecting my dad, that we get another one out of this next year. Time will tell, and next season we'll see. So that's where we are. So yeah, so there's the buckets. That's all the dahlias out. We've been working away at that, but it's took me about 2 weeks in general to do it. So here we have my dahlias that I'm going to keep. These are the ones that I know for definite have got large faces, like dinner plate size. So I've put effort into keeping these. Come out the way, Jess. Away. So these, I've got to take these home and get these cleaned off properly somehow, power washed. Yeah. So these are your bottom tubers. This is what it looks like at the bottom of your dahlias. So this is after 1 season, because I bought these all from brand new. And as you can see, if you've got one hanging like that, that's no good. It's not going to do anything. So you might as well just tear that off. But that's not going to do anything. Because with your dahlias, you've got your bottom. You've got your bottom there, your body, and it's supposed to have a neck on it. And it's the neck end where they grow again. So let me try and pick one out, for example, for you. So you say, but even this is no good because it's too loose. It's twisted off. But let's have a look. So I could actually split this one here. I could split that in 2. Because on here you've got where your eyes are. That's your eyelets where it's gonna come off again. So you've got your neck and then you've got an eyelet here, right there, and that's where it'll stem off again next year. Now because it's double ended off, I can split that down there in the middle because it's got other ones on the other side as well. So I could get 2 dahlias out of this one here. But all the necks I need to trim, like, you know, I need to trim them off. Trim it there. Let's have a look. This one's quite bunched up, this one. Let's use this one for an example. So this one's quite bunched up. I suppose I could split it about there. Sorry, it wasn't on camera. So this one's quite bunched up and I could probably split it. I could split that halfway in between there. You'd lose a couple of tubers out of it, but you've got your eyelets here, your eye parts here, and that is what will stem off it again. There is other videos on YouTube anyway that do demonstrate it. The American people are pretty good at it as well. I watched a few myself yesterday. So here on this one here, so basically that's the tuber from when I first put the dahlia in, yeah. And then if I was going to break this off, I'd cut that stem, I'd split it in 2, but I'd keep these two here. If you can see these 2, yeah, so you've got the body, then you've got the neck, and then you've got your little eyelets here, where it's going to grow off again next season again. So yeah, it's still a big fair old fancy pantsy job to do, but it's worth doing with these lot, because these lot, I want to keep these dahlias. These are the dinner plate ones. Now it's like I was talking to Claudia last night. Again, you know, it's like, well, she says, how much did it cost to buy? And I went £3.50. She says, well, that's nothing, is it? You know, you're going through a lot of work. But then again, the trap that you fall in if you grow dahlias right. So don't forget, I've probably got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I've probably got about 15, 17 sets there. Now I could split some of them into 2, which will probably take it up to about 30. So I'll get about 30 sets there for next year, and that's if they store okay. and that's another thing about storing it. So don't forget, I've watched other videos where they wash them down, they get them a lot cleaner than what these are now. So don't use these as an example, because these, even when you look at these now, they are not clean enough. These are nowhere near clean enough to store now. They've still got bits of soil and black and stuff around them. Ideally, you need a power wash, to be honest. They look clean to some people, but honestly, these aren't good enough. I'm going to have to take these home and get the power wash on them, much to Claudia's amazement. But yeah, so let me just stand back a bit so you can see them a bit better. Yeah, so that's all the dahlias there, the ones that I'm going to keep, and storing them as well. So yeah, so I've watched other videos about storing them. You've got to get them really dry. They have to be really dry. No contamination as well, so make sure that they're really clean. Do your splitting, however you're going to split them. And then just put things like wood shavings, sawdust, which you can buy in the range or B&M in big kilo packs. I think they're like £1.99. Get yourself a big old tub, you know, massive plastic tubs, and just lay them flat in there. Another little tip for you is even though when you split them and everything and they're dry as a bone, do not let them touch each other when they're in storage, because if one turns out to be contaminated with something, it'll pass it on to the next one. So, and it's just to keep them separated apart from each other. So yeah, so there's my dahlias. They're the ones that you're going to see next year, and we'll probably get about 30 out of them. So then, welcome back. Yeah, I was just trying to suss out on my camera how to turn the bloody thing around. I haven't used this camera that much. I've got about 3 or 4 cameras. So, hold on a minute. So I'll just show you in here. So that's a greenhouse at the moment. There's nothing in there at the moment, but good planning and preparation prevents a piss poor performance. Any UX servicemen out there? So, and that's what I've done. So all them tubs are clear now. They've all been cleaned out and they're in their storage. Actually, if you see the circle tubs in there, so I've got 2 on the right. I've got 2 circle tubs there, and these 3 here, 1, 2 and 3. I'm having an experiment with them, and they've got like baby dahlias in them. So, and if you look at the top there, let's have a look. In the distance there, I've got what were they called? Fuchsias. So they're the fuchsias, the white and the pink fuchsias that I started off this year. So that's how big they got. But at least, let's have a look. That door opened nicely there for once. Big old spider there as usual. Look at that. You can't see that. Yeah, so that's them there, the white and the pink fuchsias. So, ooh, yeah, so they look nice. So they'll be in bigger pots next year. So all these down here, all where the tomato plants are, they're ready to be planted up. But like I said, these 3 tubs here and these 2 here, they've got like baby dahlias in them. I'm having an experiment to see if we can get them to start. Some you can leave in. You can leave some in. Oh, here we are. So, basket of fire, prairie fire. So we got some of them there, left there. Oh look, my bloody, oh this isn't good. Oh, full of water in here. have a look. Ah, that's pretty bad, that. We'll have to get that sorted out. Yeah, so we've got, there we go. Got them there. And we've got lovely looking ones there. Look at them. Basket of fire and prairie fire. They're lovely, them. So I've got a couple of peppers and that at the back there. And we've got some here still. So I've got some lemon chilies there. And some carrot chilies there that are left as well. And they look pretty good, don't they? I mean, they've got a bright and colourful body on them, you know. It's great. Well, I might have just hit a problem here. I can come back. Might have just come along a problem here, because that down there, so look, it's full of water down there. So I'll have to get my pump out and clear it. Hey Jess, isn't that right? Yeah, so that's interesting. So that's where we are on the allotment. There's a lot of water down here, to be honest, and somehow I need to find a way of getting it. I'll have to get my pump down here and pump out that greenhouse there. So you've seen. So let's have a recap of what we've been talking about. So tidying up on your allotment. Get off your phone. Yeah. Get down your allotments and put the effort in. Even if it's only half an hour is better than nothing. Because I've been down here a few days now, apart from when it's been really bad weather, and I've hardly seen anybody down here, to be honest. But you put your own effort and you get out what you get out of it. It depends what effort you put into it, isn't it? My dad will be looking down at me now, going out down the allotment at 4 o'clock in the morning. I do my first bit, then I've got to work, then I come back and go back down there again and sort some more stuff out. And I go home and sleep in my chair and roll the peas down. Yeah, anyway, so that's great memories to keep with us. Yeah, so tidying up and all that lot, we've gone over that a few times. There's always something to do. There is always something to do. Bit of tidying up, bit of take stuff to the tip, get stuff on your compost, you've seen my greenhouses, they're more or less cleared out. I've not got a lot to worry about next year, have I? You know, there's not too much. I can come down here, I can feed these guys, can't I? I can feed the birds, and they can have the fun and all that lot. So wind's getting up now anyway, so to be fair to Jess and Tiggy, I want to get them back home. I'm going to give them a bath today, I think, brush their teeth and piss them off. Oh yeah, you're in for a good one today, Jess and Tiggy. Look, as soon as I walk in with toothbrush, they're off, they're gone. So I'm going to give them a treat anyway, give them a bath. And Jess is quite funny actually in the bath, because she lays there, thinks she's in a hot tub, like spread eagled and that. So Jess loves it, but Tiggy's like that. Right then, I'll get a bath. So yeah, so I might treat them today. So listen guys, have a look at a couple of other YouTubers as well. The Americans are pretty good. How to store dahlias as well. If I can find the right weather or find the right, enclosure and that, I'll do another video, or I'll maybe do one of them short ones, short videos, and just stick it on there for 10 or 15 minutes about. But I'm swimming down here today, but never give in. All right, take care guys, see you soon. Now then, welcome to Andy's BCA, and we're back at home. Basically, we've got some of the dahlias down here. Let's have a look, see if you can see them. I don't know if you can see them here, hold on. Let's just sort this out. It's pretty windy still, so there we go. Yeah, so yeah, you can't see, the camera's not going down, so I'll have to show you them in a minute. So over there I've got the power wash, so I'm basically going to give it a tidy off. So this is some that I'm going to give to a friend of mine. I'm going to power wash these off now and get them snipped down, and then we'll see to that in a minute. So I've got my trusty power wash out. So yeah, so let's give it a blast. Yeah, so it's like that one. So there we have it, so we'll get them tidied up. And we'll get them cut down. We'll get them dried off, get them cut down and everything. It's about getting all the mud off them. You have to bear with me because my legs are shot at the moment. I seem to ruined a couple there, but when I've got the main neck of them, I should be all right still. So yeah. So I'll just move the camera there so you can see basically. There's just an example there for you. You're just cleaning them off. You've got to get all the soil off them basically. Snip all these off. They can just pull off, it doesn't matter. Snip them off, cut them off. And then when it comes to storing, we'll store them away. So that's about all I can do for today. I'll have to put the rest of them away. Yeah, so I've had enough now. I'll have to do the others another day. So I'll have to do that later anyway. Yeah, so like I say guys, thanks again for watching the channel. So I hope you get the general gist of how to look after your dahlias, how to take them up from the soil, to cleaning them off. One or two there, you know, you have to be careful with the power wash. Some people use just a garden hose and stuff like that, but yeah. So I'm going to put the rest in a bucket and probably have another attempt at them tomorrow, because that's about all I can handle today. Yeah, so great. So thank you for watching the channel. Please like and subscribe and do that new hype thing, whatever that is, and tell your friends about me. And anybody that's into camper vans and allotments and that, come and join the channel. We'll have great fun and we'll just learn off each other, honestly. And put some comments in and that, because I don't get very many comments at all on some of the videos, and it'd just be nice to have a chat with people, get a bit more social, try and build up a bit of a community amongst ourselves, and then get into the growing and prepare ourselves for next year. Alright, bye for now. Take care.